Chiefs or die. Final score from Chi-Town, the Windy City, the Hellhounds, the Kansas City Chiefs defense taking over. Your Kansas City Chiefs win 26-3 over them Bears. Yes, the Hellhounds of the Kansas City Chiefs defense. It's a new era. It's time because we got the Hellhounds of Steve Spagnuolo and Kansas City Chiefs defense. This is the best 4-game stretch your Kansas City Chiefs have ever had on the defensive side of the ball since 1997. Since 1997, a 4-game stretch where the Kansas City Chiefs kick some major ass. Let me tell you about that 1997 defense. In the last 8 games of the 1997 season, your Kansas City Chiefs did not give up a touchdown in the second half of any of those games. Now, this defense still has a long way to achieve an 8-game span of what the Chiefs defense achieved in 1997. But in a 4-game stretch, I think we found this defense's identity. You know it, I know it, the masses worldwide know it. The Hellhounds of the Kansas City Chiefs defense, led by Steve Spagnuolo, the Honey Badger Tyrann Mathieu, Big Tano Passanio out of Villanova. Yeah, the Chiefs took Tano Passanio ahead of Juju Smith-Schuster and Alvin Kamara. So it's a good thing that the Hellhounds of the Kansas City Chiefs defense are led by a man with such promise. But it ain't just him. You know it and I know it. Frank Clark, Chris Jones. You even got freaking Daniel Sorensen getting on there leading the Hellhounds. Man, I've waited a long freaking time for the Kansas City Chiefs to have a defense. I just turned 50 last month, and it's freaking stoked that we got the Hellhounds, led by the Honey Badger, making plays. Damn, what a freaking awesome pickup by Brett Veach. Baby, baby, baby. Let's get right to this, man. Let's get right to this because this is what we need to know, because this is what we're feeling, and this is what the masses worldwide are starting to understand. 1 year ago today, the Kansas City Chiefs lost 38-31 to the Seattle Seahawks. In that game on primetime Sunday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs benched starting cornerback Orlando Scandrick, safety Ron Parkey-Poo, and Kendall Fuller, and they inserted Tremont Smith, his small little 5'6" self on one side, and Charvarius Ward made his first NFL start on the other. It didn't change even though Orlando Scandrick wasn't on the field. It didn't change even though Tremont Smith was making his first start. The Chiefs' defense still got shredded. But the best thing about that day, moving forward was Charvarius Ward became the full-time starter on the outside. Now, it's been a complete rebuilding process on the Chiefs defense. It's been a complete, we had to dismantle, rebuild, throw away, find the right pieces. It's been tough. We had to deal with a slew of injuries on the defensive side of the ball. Anthony Hitchens getting hurt. The first drive of the Indianapolis Colts game hurt. As I mentioned last week on my show, Ben Neiman isn't a starter. He's a special teams guy. Darren Lee, he's a special teams guy as well. He started a couple games. You got to love him on special teams. But Ben Neiman's getting a lot of play in nickel situation. Ben Neiman's kind of like a hybrid safety. Him and Sorensen are out there when the Chiefs spread their defense between nickel and dime looks. So Ben Neiman is out on the field quite a bit, but he's not the middle linebacker. And man, we need these guys to stay healthy because this defense, led by Steve Spagnuolo, is a top 10 defense in the last 5 games. And compared to where the Chiefs were going into the playoffs last year, the Chiefs went to the playoffs last year as the number 1 seed. And I got to be honest, I was scared to death. I was scared to death that the shortcomings would be exposed because the only thing the Kansas City Chiefs had last year going into the playoffs on the defensive side of the football is they led the NFL in sacks at home. So we were dependent on Justin Houston, Chris Jones, and Dee Ford. If they can just get some sacks, we could probably win 2 home games and go to the Super Bowl. Well, it worked really good against the Indianapolis Colts, but we all know what happened against the New England Patriots. They were able to outsmart a Chiefs defense that didn't believe in Bob Sutton. The Chiefs defense last year did not believe in Bob Sutton, and it showed. Fast forward 364 days later. Wow. It took 8 games for the Kansas City Chiefs defense to really start to get an identity. It took 8 games to get the right places, players in the right spot. It took half the season. I knew it would take a while. Like I said on my prediction show, I predicted the Chiefs to be 2-2 after a month because I just didn't. You can't dismantle an entire defense from the coaching staff down to the players and insert a whole bunch of players and think that it's going to be okay after week 1. We're just going to be this non-stop defense. You just don't. But now the Kansas City Chiefs have a powerhouse defense. And Patrick Mahomes, his longest pass yesterday, I think was 19.5 yards, maybe 20 yards to Tyreek Hill. It was 3rd and 20 on the Chiefs' second drive. I think it was the second drive, first or second drive, where Patrick Mahomes was flushed and stepped up in the pocket, freaking hit a laser to Tyreek Hill for 20 yards on 3rd and 19. That was it. That was Patrick Mahomes' longest pass of the game. Let's look at these stats from last night, buddy. Let's look at these kick-ass stats for your Kansas City Chiefs. All righty here. Chiefs won 6-3, of course. Butker was the man kicking a 56-yard field goal. I've been hard on him until November, but then he missed an extra point. Come on, Butker. Got to make that. Patrick Mahomes was 33, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns. He ran one in. Man, Patrick Mahomes, it's hard to say. I consider and say, man, he's getting better. But you can see the growth in Patrick. You can see the growth. He sees those 2 safeties. Those 2 safeties of the Bears are playing deep. And Patrick Mahomes is just killing him softly. Killing him softly with these crossing patterns and these dump-offs. Killing him softly with these dump-offs to Damian Williams for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes is seasoned. They must think he's a fool to try to go up over the top. He probably could. I don't doubt it. But I'm just saying, Patrick Mahomes is just taking advantage of what is laid out in front of him. He's got so much respect going deep. He's just going to keep killing them. And that's what's freaking great, is the Kansas City Chiefs can have long 8-minute drives. Shoot, that's what the freaking team needs, man. 8-minute drives for a touchdown, and then a 7-minute drive for a field goal. Oh, man, this is freaking killer. Damian Williams was 16 carries for 65 yards. I would like to see the running game improved. LaShawn McCoy, load management bench. They're saving him up. Maybe, I'm not going to say maybe. We just hope he has something left in the playoffs. Hope he can make some plays. In my opinion, his fumbles definitely hurt the Chiefs' chances of winning against the Green Bay Packers. The Chiefs just got back in the Green Bay Packers game, got the lead 17-14. The Packers went on a freaking 9-minute drive, kicked a game-tying field goal. The Chiefs and the Packers game were tied. You're thinking, okay, we're still in this game. The first play, LaShawn McCoy fumbles. And not to rehash that game, you can go back and see. But there's just too many games where LaShawn McCoy fumbled that hurt our chances to win. But the good thing about us losing those games, if there's any, is that the Chiefs were lower than the 49ers, Seahawks, and Saints at attaining Terrell Suggs through waivers. If the Chiefs win any of those games that I've mentioned that we lost, we would not have got Terrell Suggs because the Seahawks, Saints, and the 49ers were claiming Terrell Suggs as well. So with the loss of Alex Okafor, with the loss of Emmanuel Ogbah, picking up Terrell Suggs is huge. The man was freaking on a mission. Did you see him flush Trubisky clear out the pocket? Dove at his legs, missed him. Frank Clark got the sack, cleaned it up. But Terrell Suggs got major props for getting that sack. All right, let's look at the rest of these stats here. Spencer Ware had 5 carries for 14 yards. Darwin Thompson had 5 carries for 14 yards in mop-up duty. Patrick Mahomes had 2 carries for 14 yards, that 14-yard touchdown run, putting the Chiefs on the board. Your leading Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver was Tyreek Hill, 5 receptions, 72 yards. Sammy Watkins had 2 for 26. Damian Williams had 3 for 27. Spencer Ware had 2 for 22. That 11-yard reception that he caught from Patrick Mahomes in the fourth quarter was money. Man, freaking Patrick Mahomes was flushed out of the pocket. Spencer Ware made a great catch, keeping that drive alive that the Kansas City Chiefs ended up getting a touchdown on. Patrick Mahomes and Spencer Ware got that connection. They got that connection. Remember when the Chiefs were down 3 points in the AFC Championship game and they only had 30 seconds to go down the field and get a game-tying touchdown? Patrick Mahomes hit Spencer Ware on a great catch. Welcome back, Spencer Ware. Stay healthy, buddy. We understand you left yesterday's game with a shoulder injury, but we saw you standing on the sidelines after that was reported with your helmet on and your chin strap on, ready to be put back in. Hell yeah. All right. And Kelsey had that great touchdown catch. Man, the great thing about Kelsey's touchdown catch, if you watch it closely, Patrick Mahomes threw the ball before Kelsey even made his second move. Kelsey was making a move kind of to the left, and the ball came out of Patrick Mahomes' shoulder, or came out of Patrick Mahomes' arm. Then when he turned around, the pass was right there. Timing between Kelsey and Little Pat, baby. They got their stuff together. Travis Kelsey is without a doubt the best tight end in the National Football League. This freaking offense, man, to go along with this Kansas City Chiefs defense, I trust the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs as a 3 seed better than I did last year as a 1 seed. I trust, think about that, folks. All you had to do last year was win 2 home games. We didn't trust them. The Chiefs defense, I don't think, trusted themselves. But they still came out, and they still were effective, and they're growing on defense. And wow, the Kansas City Chiefs are freaking looking really damn good, and it's something we all should be freaking stoked about. We all should be. The Honey Badger is all over the place. The Honey Badger is freaking getting in the backfield, looking at the quarterback and getting on his ass, blitzing every other place. Spagnuolo, man, what a freaking genius, man. What a genius Spagnuolo is, dudes and dudettes. The guy freaking will blitz a corner out of nowhere when the opposing offenses don't expect it. The opposing offenses in the playoffs are not going to know what to expect from Steve Spagnuolo and your Kansas City Chiefs defense. Hell yeah! Defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. And offense makes records. Don't get me wrong. I love our offense because the Kansas City Chiefs have the best quarterback in the National Football League, the best tight end in the National Football League, and are on a mission. They are on a mission from the coalition, Chiefs Coalition. The number one Mahomie, buddy. What an exciting time to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. All right, there's still some outside lukewarm, not very likely chance that the Kansas City Chiefs can get a bye in a second round bye if the Dolphins can go into New England and beat the Patriots. That's not going to happen. Even though if Ryan Fitzpatrick started, he has a kick-ass beard. But I don't trust the Dolphins to go into New England and win. The Chiefs play at noon against the Los Angeles Not-So-Superchargers. And I don't know how much longer Phillip Rivers is going to be playing, but it's probably one of his last few attempts to play at Arrowhead Stadium, which you know is only a short drive to the countryside. Where you going? You can't run and hide. So many questions, always asking why. Why, Phillip? Why do you blow it at the end of every game? Why, Phillip? You have 9 kids. I guess it's you and your wife's business. Anyway, this is Shaggyshane wishing you a Merry Christmas. I will be back here next Sunday to wish you a Happy New Year. To all you Kansas City Chiefs freaks, thanks again for a great season. Believe in this team because we got a freaking killer defense. Stay healthy, boys and girls. Stay healthy. You stay healthy, there's nothing stopping this team come January. You know it, and I know it. And the masses worldwide know it. Ha! See you Sunday, baby. This is Shaggyshane saying, go Chief!